Hello students, I am Gavina Bhomik from Techno India Group Public School. Today we will discuss about 6th chapter of our NCERT book of class 10. The chapter name is triangle. Okay, the topic for today is similarity of triangles. That means we will discuss when two triangles will become similar. Okay, now the question is, what can you say about the similarity of two triangles? Okay, now two triangles are similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in same ratio. That means what are the conditions? First of all, their corresponding angles have to be equal, okay, and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Okay, so now we will explain this one in our next slide. This one is our next slide. As you can see, here is two triangles given. One is triangle ABC, another one is DEF. As you can see from the as you can see from the symbol in these two figures, as you can see, this A angle is equal with this D angle. Okay, here this B angle is equal with this E angle, and this C angle is equal with this F angle. That means you can say that their corresponding angles are equal. Okay, so for these two triangle ABC and DEF, the corresponding angles are equal. Now I will check the ratio of corresponding sides. Now measurement of the sides are given. The measurement of AB is 6 unit, BC is 4 unit, and AC is 3 unit. Similarly, the measurement of DE is 9 unit, EF is 6 unit, and DF is 4.5 unit. Okay, now if you find the ratio of the corresponding side, what are the corresponding side? AB and DE are the corresponding side, and the ratio of their sides are 6:9, that is 2:3. Okay, 2:3. Now if you check the ratio of BC and EF, again the ratio will be 4:6, that is also 2:3. Now if you check the ratio of AC and DF, it will be 3:4.5. If you check the ratio, it will be also 2/3. So as you can see, AB by DE is equals to AC by DF is equals to BC by EF is equal to 2/3. That means their corresponding side are in the same ratio. Okay, so the two conditions are satisfied. Their corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So you can say that ABC triangle is similar with DEF triangle. Okay, in this way you can check the similarity between two triangles. Okay, so in this case you can say that every equilateral triangle are similar. Why? Because you know that the every angle of equilateral triangle is 60 degree, right? So if you consider two equilateral triangles, their corresponding side have to be equal, and for equilateral triangles, since the side is equal, okay, so corresponding ratio will be equal. Suppose I am considering an equilateral triangle with side 6 cm, and again I am considering another equilateral triangle of side 9 cm. That means the angle, corresponding angle have to be same, because for equilateral triangle three sides are equal, and that is three angles are equal, that is 60 degree. So corresponding sides are corresponding angles are equal, and if you find the ratio of corresponding side, since I have taken the triangles of 6 cm and 9 cm, so the ratio of corresponding sides will be same as 6/9, that is 2:3. So you can say that any two equilateral triangle are similar to each other. Okay, now we will check our next slide. Next slide is basic proportionality theorem or BPT theorem. This theorem is very important for in this chapter and for your class 10 also. Okay, this is very important theorem. This theorem basically stands on similarity of two triangles. Okay, Let's check the statement of the theorem. The statement is, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides divide in the same ratio. What does it mean? Suppose this DE, okay, this DE side is parallel to BC side. Okay, a line drawn parallel to one side of the triangle. Okay, suppose DE is parallel to BC. Now this D, okay, divides AB in D point, okay, and this point E divides AC, right? So DE line segment divides AB and AC into different points, two distinct points. You have to show that the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That means you have to show that AD by DB, AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. Okay, so what you have to show? You have to show that AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. Okay, now okay, now you have to do the construction. What you have to do? You have to join this B and this E and C and D. Okay, so join B, E and C, D. Okay, again you have to draw DM. Again you have to draw DM perpendicular to AE and EN perpendicular to AB. Check the figure here, the second figure. You have to join CD, these 2 points CD and BE joined. Now you have to draw perpendicular this DM perpendicular to AC and this EN perpendicular to AB. Okay, now check the next slide. Here, as you can see, after joining these points and after drawing these perpendicular lines, there are some triangles on the figure. One is green one is blue one, another one is sky color, another one is violet color, in violet color. Now check the proof. Okay, as you can see, area of ADE. ADE means the green one, the triangle in green color. You know that the area of a triangle, the formula of area of triangle is half into base into height, right? Half into base into height. So for AD triangle, you can consider AD as base and EN as height. Okay, so I am writing area of AD is equals to half into AD into EN. Mark this one as equation number 1. Okay, now take the sky blue one, this triangle BDE means this combination of sky and violet. Okay, now this is also a triangle and you can say that area of BDE is equals to half into base into height. Now for BDE you can consider this BD as base, and as you can see BD, if BD is base, you can consider EN as height. Why? Because what is the definition of height? Height is the distance between from a vertex to the opposite side, right? Height is equals to perpendicular distance from a point to opposite side. Now if you extend this BD, it will be here, right? If you extend this BD, it will be passes through point A, and on this side EN is the perpendicular. That means height is EN. That's why I have written half into DB into EN. Okay. Now if you divide this area of ADE and area of BDE, you will get half of this one by half of this one. Okay, as you can see, this half and half will be cancelled, EN and EN will be cancelled. So area of ADE by area of BDE is equals to AD by DB. Done. Now again take this triangle. Okay, 1 minute, let me erase this one. Okay. Okay. Now again I am taking area of ADE, again the green one. Now for ADE, you can consider AE as base. Okay, when you are considering AE as base, you can consider DM as perpendicular or height. So that's why I am writing half into AE into DM. Okay, now next you will take the triangle DEC. DEC means this violet one and this blue one, the combination of violet one and blue one. If you take BEC and if you write the formula half into base into height, you can consider EC as the base, and if you extend this EC, it will passes through this A point, right? Now on this EC, DM is the perpendicular distance, so you can write half into EC into DM because DM is the perpendicular distance. That's why I am writing half into EC into DM. I told you about the definition of height, right? Now again divide this one and this one. If you divide this one and this one, again it will be this by this, again half will be cancelled, DM will be cancelled, so AE by EC. So ratio of this area of these two triangle is equal to AE by EC. Okay, now check the next slide. Okay, now as you can see, if you check the figure, this BDE and CDE, okay, or you can say that BDE and DEC, BDE and DEC, these two triangles are on the same base DE and between the same parallel line BC and DE in the given condition, right? In the given condition, it is already means you have already considered that this DE is parallel with this BC, right? And in class 9 you know about that theorem that if two triangles lies between same parallels and lies on the same base, then their area will be same, right? So here this triangle BDE and DEC, this one and this one, these two triangle lies on same base DE, okay, and between same parallel line DE and BC. That's why their area is equal, that is area of BDE is equals to area of DEC. Therefore area of BDE is equals to area of DEC. So if you check the last line, area of AD by area of BD is equal to AD by DB, and area of ADE by area of DEC equals to AE by EC, and you got that area of BDE is equals to area of DEC in the next slide. So area of BDE is equals to area of DEC in this slide. So you can say that this ratio is equal to this ratio. Why? Because here this one is equal, that means this denominator is equal to this denominator and the numerator is already equal. So this ratio is equals to this ratio. Okay, that means AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Okay, so AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. That means that you have to prove, right? That is AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. Hence the theorem is proved, that is the ratio of the sides are equal. This is the BPT theorem. Okay. Now check the next slide. Next slide is converse of BPT theorem. So what is the statement? The statement is, if a line divide any two sides of the triangle in the same ratio, then the line parallel to the third side you have to prove. That means it is already given that the ratio of two sides are equal. That means AD by DB is equals to AE by EC is given. Here ABC is the triangle and BE is a line which divides AB and AC in D and E point. It is already given that AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. You have to prove that this one is parallel to this one. So now you have to prove that DE is parallel to BC, and this ratio is equal, already given. So here you have to construct a line. Draw DE dash parallel to BC. Suppose this DE dash, okay, this line is parallel to BC. Okay, suppose this line is parallel to this line. Now since they are parallel, D is parallel to BC. Okay, by previous theorem you can say that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect other two sides in distinct point, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So by this theorem you can say that AD by DB is equals to AE dash by E dash C. Okay, so you can say that you can say that AD by DB is equals to AE dash by E dash C. Okay, by PPT theorem. But already given that AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. As you can see, this left hand side and this left hand side is equal. So you can say that this is equal to this one. That is what I have written here. AE dash by E dash C is equals to AE by EC. Now add 1 on the both side. Okay, if you do the LCM, you will get AE dash plus E dash C by E dash C is equals to AE plus EC by EC. Okay, as you can see, this AE dash plus E dash C is whole AC, right? Similarly, AE plus EC is again whole AC. Okay, so that means AC by A dash C, AC by E dash C is equals to AC by EC. As you can see in the numerator on the both side is AC, so you can cancel these two. That is 1 by E dash C is equals to 1 by EC. Or if you do the reciprocal, you will get EC equals to E dash C. That means you are getting EC is equals to E dash C. When this condition is possible, if E and E dash are coincide to each other, right? When E and E dash is coincide to each other, then this condition is possible. So since this is coincide with each other and you constructed DE in such way that this is parallel to this one, you constructed DE dash in such way that this is parallel to this one, and you state that E and E dash are coincide. You proved that E and E dash are coincide. That means this DE is also parallel to BC. Okay. So let me explain this one again. Okay. Since you have constructed DE dash is parallel to BC, right? And you have proved that E and E dash are coinciding to each other. Okay, that means DE is parallel to BC. So that's why DE is parallel to BC. Hence the theorem is proved. Okay, so this is the converse of BPT theorem. I think you can understand the whole now. It is clear to you. So this is all for today. Thank you.